Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rose. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe for more business, makeup, and hair tutorial. I would really appreciate it if you did. So let's get right into this video. So first things first, I got my fan on because it's real hot and it's on the lowest setting, so hopefully you can't hear it, and that's why the background is blowing. And I really try to fix this background, but it's being a pain, so it's gonna be how it's gonna be. That's that. So yeah, anyways, let's get right into this video. Like I said before, so today's video, I got my notes right here with me. So today's video is going to be about knowing what questions to ask to your vendor. So I am going to try to explain. Let me scoochie. I'm going to try to explain, but see, the thing is, if I'm gonna do a screen record, but it's probably gonna be on my phone, so I don't know if I'm gonna switch to a voiceover or what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm going to try to basically explain, and then I'm gonna show you guys what I mean, because I can't really use my phone right now to explain and show at the same time. So yeah, the first thing in knowing what questions to ask your vendor is, well, the first thing you need to know when you're talking to a vendor is what an MOQ is. So an MOQ is a minimum order quantity. So minimum order quantity is the minimum amount of a product that a vendor is going to make to ship out. So basically, if they were to make this phone case, ooh, it matches. I kind of like that. Anyways, if they were to make, let's say, this phone case or this scrunchie right here, they would have a minimum order quantity, which they would usually say MOQ. So the MOQ is basically the minimum amount that they're going to sell the product to you. So usually MOQs start at 25. It depends on what product. If it's a really expensive product, like, let me not say like expensive, but if it's something like, so basically, so if you were to buy lip gloss tubes, usually the MOQ would be 25 to 50 glosses, right? Most vendors do 50, a lot of vendors do 100, and there's some vendors who do 1,000. They will not sell it to you. If you want less, they won't sell that amount to you, because it comes all the way from China and they have to ship it, and that costs mad money, and you don't want your shipping to be more expensive than the product itself. That's kind of stupid. So yeah, some MOQs are smaller, like when you're selling shirts or whatever. So when you're selling shirts or clothes, their MOQs are usually 10 or 5, because the price is higher. Usually the higher the price, the lower the MOQ. Usually that's how it is. Yeah, a shirt is more expensive than a lip gloss tube, so their MOQs will be lower. The second thing is to know the price per item. So usually when a vendor will talk to you, they will tell you, okay, 50 glosses will cost $60. Okay, no, that's not true. Let's say 55 tubes will cost you $40. How much is one tube? So the price per item is the price of one item. You would divide 40 by 55, which would give you 0.72. So one tube would be 72 cents. That is important, because when you're pricing your product, you need to know the unit price of everything that you use to be able to price it, to be able to make profit off of that product. The third thing you need to know, well, it's kind of like an extra thing that you kind of need to know, or it's not really it's not really an obligation for you to know that, but usually it's good to know who their shipping carrier is. So if it's FedEx, DHL, UPS, you need to know their shipping carrier. They have like some Chinese, some of the vendors have like Chinese carriers, which is different from ours, but it's good to know their shipping carrier to be able to track your package once it's shipped out. That's just one of the little things that's good to know. You don't have to know it, but it's good to know because it helps with tracking. So the fourth thing that I have written down is shipping and processing time. So especially if you're having your product custom made, shipping and processing time is important, because especially the processing time, because that's how much time they're gonna take to make your custom order. So usually when the order is custom, it takes them 1 to 2 weeks or maybe 3 weeks, depending on how you want your product. So you need to know their processing time to know exactly, like, okay, I'm running out of this. It's gonna come, let's say it's gonna come in 2 weeks. I need to know 2 weeks prior to make an order for that, because it's custom made and it's gonna take 2 weeks to make. And the shipping time is also good, because let's say it takes 2 weeks to make, but it takes it takes 4 days to ship. So you need to be able to know your inventory. Usually you have an idea of how much you sell in a day, in a week. Usually you would have an idea of that. So you would set aside, you would order your product a week, 2 weeks, and 4 days before you're about to run out and be completely sold out of a product. If you're not making a sale, or if you're not having a sale or anything, usually it would take you the regular time that it usually takes when you get like orders. Let's say you ship 10 orders a week, and then you have 50. That on the third week I need to order, because I'm gonna have 20 left. I'm gonna ship 10 this week, 10 that week, and then the third week I have another 50, basically, if that makes sense. I don't know, sometimes I'm explaining things and I think it don't make sense, but it totally does. So let me know if I'm making sense. So yeah, you need to know their processing and shipping time. So another thing that you kind of need to know, well, it's good information. You need to know if they offer different products, because usually you don't just sell one product, right? You sell more than one product. You sell 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 products, right? If your vendor is able to make more than, let's just say your vendor makes these lashes, right? These lashes right here. They make those lashes 3D full minks. That's the lashes I'm wearing. They make 3D full mink lashes, right? If they do make real mink lashes, you don't need to find another vendor for real mink lashes. Now you have one vendor who has full mink and real mink lashes. Now if you're making an order, you just make one order, you pay one time, and then all your things come at once, instead of having two different vendors, and then one being real mink, one being full mink, and then you have a vendor who for the box, and then you have a vendor for this, and then you have a vendor for that. Usually if your vendor makes lashes, most likely they will sell custom lash boxes, custom tweezers, custom scissors, lash glue. They will sell everything around what they make. Usually, most likely, that's what the vendor would do. So if a vendor sell like lip gloss tubes, they would probably sell lip gloss tubes. They would sell the little lip scrub tubes. They will sell they do sell other things. They would probably sell those little wands separate. They would also probably sell the box to put in the tube, and to put the tube in, if you want to put your lip glosses in boxes, that's really good, because the vendor already knows the size of their tube, and you don't have to figure out all this math yourself by having two different vendors. So you just get the lip gloss box and the lip gloss tube from that same vendor, or you get your eyelashes and your eyelash box from that same vendor. So yeah, if your vendor offers different products, ask them. They most likely do. That's how they make their money. So they're not just gonna sell one thing. They will probably sell more than one thing. So good tip. That's a good one. So the next clip is going to be me doing a voiceover showing you guys how to write the perfect inquiry for your to your vendor. So an inquiry is basically asking, it's basically like a message, this like showing that you're interested in the product and that you want to buy the product, and you ask the questions that I basically told you before, and the vendor would most likely answer those questions in order, or they would just answer one question and you have to repeat yourself. Like, some vendors are weird, but be nice to your vendors, people, okay?
All right, you guys, welcome to my phone. So we are going on Alibaba, and this is what Alibaba looks like. This is where most people order their products. So now I'm just looking for a product, like a random product to pick, to send an inquiry to show you guys. So I picked these little foamy bottles, lotion bottles, whatever. So I'm just looking at it right now. I'm showing it to y'all, showing the details and all of that, all the juicy stuff, you know. So now I'm gonna look for the send an inquiry button, which is in the bottom, and I'm going to click that button. Why am I not clicking it? It's taking me forever to click that button. I don't know why, but so I finally pressed the button, y'all. So basically, you want to introduce yourself, say who you are, and then ask the questions that I told you guys to ask in the previous clip. But you also want to be simple and to the point, like, just because they do use translate sometimes to translate the message so they can be able to read it. So yeah, just say what you gotta say and then send your inquiry and you're done.
Alright, you guys, that was the end of this video. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it if you did, or if you enjoy them and appreciate them, and let me know if you learned something from them and if you use the information. I would really love your feedback. It helps me to know that I'm not making these for no reason. So yeah, that was it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. Yo, why did I do that? That's weird. Bye, y'all.